Eve grew up hearing one Appalachian rule over and over. If you hear something, no you didn't. She never took it seriously. Then one night, her mother's voice called to her from outside her bedroom window. Her mom lived 45 minutes away, and Eve looked anyway. I'm Nicole, and this is Haunted Threads After Dark, where I read you creepy, scary, paranormal stories. If that's your thing, then go ahead and turn the volume up, turn the lights down low. But whatever you do, don't look behind you. I know I won't. I grew up in the Appalachian Mountains, and there are a few things the older people in my family told us from the time we were kids. Never whistle outside after dark. If you hear your name coming from the woods, don't answer. But the one my grandmother said the most was simple. If you hear something, no you did not. What she meant was, don't answer it. Don't go looking for it, especially if it sounds familiar. As a kid, I thought it was just another way to keep us from wandering around outside after dark. I don't think that anymore. I live alone in a small house with woods behind the property. A few months ago, I woke up sometime after midnight because I heard my mom say my name. Eve? The voice came from outside my bedroom window. For a second, I didn't even question it. Then I remembered my mom lives about 45 minutes away. I checked my phone. No missed calls, no messages, nothing. Then I heard it again. Eve, honey. A few seconds later. Open the window. That's when I remembered my grandmother. If you hear something, no you didn't. So I stayed in bed and didn't answer. Then the voice said, why won't you look at me? It still sounded like my mom, but the longer I listened, the more something felt wrong. The voice sounded right. The way it talked didn't. Then it said, you used to make me check under your bed. That got me. When I was little, my mom had to check under my bed almost every night because I was convinced somebody was hiding there. That wasn't a funny childhood story we told people. It was just something between me and her. Then the voice said, you were looking in the wrong place. Ugh. I heard something scrape slowly against the siding underneath my window. Then nothing. I should have stayed where I was. Instead, I pulled the curtain back just enough to see outside. Somebody was standing near the edge of the woods. At first, I thought it really was my mom. Then my eyes adjusted. It had her face, her hair, but the rest of it was wrong. It was taller than her. Its shoulders were too narrow, and its arms hung lower than they should have. Its head leaned slightly to one side. The face was close enough to make it worse. Then I realized it wasn't looking at me. It was looking at itself in the window. It smiled, relaxed its mouth, then smiled again, like it was checking the face. Then its eyes moved and found mine. The smile changed. It looked pleased, and it said, there you are. The voice wasn't my mom's anymore. I dropped the curtain and grabbed my phone. I called her. She answered half asleep. Hello? Mom? Eve, what's wrong? I think something's outside. She asked me what I meant. I told her I'd heard her voice at my window. She went completely quiet, then said, Eve, don't say anything else. What? Stop talking. The way she said it made me listen. Do not answer it, don't call out to it, and don't let it hear anything else from you. I stayed quiet. Then the voice outside said, Eve? My mom whispered through the phone, don't answer. Outside it said, Eve, honey. My mom went silent. Then the thing outside repeated what she just said. Don't answer. Same voice, same tone. My mom whispered, it's listening. I didn't say anything. Then it repeated something else. I think somebody's outside. But this time, it used my voice. Mine. My mom heard it too. She told me to put the phone down, stay quiet, and wait for the police. So I did. The thing outside didn't say anything else. By the time the officers got there was nobody in the yard. They checked around the house and part of the woods behind it. Nothing. The next morning, I called my grandmother. I told her what happened. She asked me one question. Did you go looking for it? I admitted I looked through the window. She got quiet. Then she said, you showed it. The voice worked. I asked her what that meant. She said, it knows you'll listen now. I asked what I was supposed to do if it came back. She said, don't answer it, don't follow it, and don't give it anything else to learn. Then she changed the subject. For a few weeks, nothing happened. I kept my curtains closed and put a security camera over the back porch, facing the woods. Eventually, I started thinking maybe it was gone. Then 3 nights ago, my phone woke me up with a motion alert. I opened the recording. There was nobody in the yard, just the trees. Then the audio started. My mother's voice said, Eve? A few seconds later, don't answer. Then, it's listening. Every one of those sentences came from that night. Then the voice changed. I think somebody's outside, my voice. I watched the clip again. That's when I noticed something at the very edge of the picture. Oof. A face leaned into the camera. Oh, for maybe a second, it looked at me, not perfectly, but close, and before it moved out of view, it smiled. What do you guys think of that story? Was it a mimic? I think it was. Lots of mimics out there, it seems. So what do you guys think? Did you guys like the story? Let me know in the comments. If you like these types of stories, then go ahead and follow me here on Haunted Threads After Dark. Also, give me a heart so I know you liked it. And if you want to watch this again, go ahead and bookmark it right there. And until next time, when I bring you more nightmares, if you have anything that you would like me to share, then go ahead and go to hauntedthreadsafterdark.com. The link is in my bio, and I would love to give your story a voice. So like I said, until next time when I bring you more nightmares, have a great night and sleep tight if you can.